Did you know that this one thing can determine how fast you finish your class? This one thing is the difference between you studying with intentionality and studying blindly. This one thing is the difference between you causing burnout and the feeling of being overwhelmed and preventing it. This one thing can determine how long it takes you to reach graduation day. Do you want to know what that one thing is? It's the pretest. It's taking the pretest before you start studying. Many students have this false perception that it's better to jump into work blindly before taking the pretest. This is the reason that they're stuck, frustrated, unmotivated, and burned out because they didn't take the time to build out a roadmap for themselves. By the end of this lesson, I want you to see how taking the pretest before you start studying gives you a roadmap for the rest of the class. Hello, welcome back to JC's Learning Edge for another midweek motivation. I'm so glad that you all are here. I'm JC. I earned my bachelor's degree in 1 year and my MBA in 3 months. And I help others do the same. I'm most excited on our topic on today on the pretest advantage. I want y'all to put that in the chat. The pretest advantage. So lock in with me for the next 5 minutes or so, and I promise you won't regret it. Let's get into it. The journey to graduation day, especially in the self paced learning space, is all about efficiency. Many students don't even realize that they're holding themselves up just by their approach. Something I learned early in my educational journey is that the pretest wasn't just meant for me to take right before I take the final exam, but that I can use it as a tool to create a roadmap for the rest of the class. The pretest, it gives you a roadmap by allowing you to see what you already know, what needs improvement, and where to focus your effort. The faster you identify what needs attention, the faster you can progress. As I was studying to put this lesson together, I came to a powerful observation. Many students think taking the pretest is a risk because they might fail it. But in reality, failing a pretest, it costs you nothing. Really think about it. It doesn't go against your grade. It's a pretest. It doesn't count. It costs you nothing. But skipping a pretest can cost you weeks of unnecessary studying. I'm gonna let that sink in. It can cost you weeks of unnecessary studying. Let me show you what usually happens when you don't take the pretest first and you just go into studying blindly. You spend 20 hours on material you already knew, and you spend 5 to 7 hours on material you actually needed, which ultimately wastes time. The pretest helps you reverse that. So instead of spending your mental energy on information you're already proficient in, you spend it on the sections you need to improve on. So every time that you open up your coursework, your material, you're actually, doing work that will progress to something. You're not just relearning information you already know. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't review things that you already know, but you shouldn't spend most of your time studying information that you already know. It's redundant. It makes no sense. Now, I know what many students are thinking. What if I fail the pretest? What if I fail it? What then? But that's the wrong question. So I want you to shift your mindset because the goal isn't to pass the pretest. In fact, I hope you don't pass the pretest. You're not meant to pass it the first time. But the goal is to use the information provided by the results of the pretest to build a roadmap for the rest of the class. So hey, I don't do good in this section, so that's where I'm headed to right now. And this is exactly why I wrote Graduating Half the Time: The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning, because I learned early early on that in order to finish a class and get to graduation day as fast as possible, I need a roadmap. So if you're ready to learn how to use your tools to build a roadmap that accelerates your journey to graduation day, I encourage you, grab your copy today. I have it available in ebook and paperback. Go check it out. Now, as I close, I want to I want to give you this analogy because I feel that it will help shift your thinking. Imagine you're on a road trip. You got the car gassed up, you got the cooler in the back with the juice in it, you got snacks, you got the AC going, and the suitcases are in the trunk. You're ready to go. But before you leave, you decide to check your GPS. Now, what does the GPS tell you? It tells you where you are, where you're going, which roads to take, which turns to take, where construction is, and where delays might occur. Without the GPS, you're still driving, but you run the risk of driving in the wrong direction or driving without direction. I want you to think of it like this: the pretest acts as a GPS for learning. I want y'all to put that in the chat. The GPS acts as no, the pretest acts as a GPS for learning. It shows you where you currently are, where you need to go, and which areas need the most attention. Without it, you're still studying, but you might be studying in the wrong direction. So I encourage you to take time to take the pretest before you start studying to build that roadmap so that you're not working blindly, but intentionally. Now, if this message has helped you, I need you to do a few things for me. Number one, like and subscribe. Join the community. We're trying to grow every day. Secondly, share this with someone who might need this reminder today. Because you see, skipping this one step can cause you weeks of unnecessary studying, which wastes time. Then finally, I want you to come back on Friday where we'll dive deeper into this topic. I'm going to walk you through how to approach new classes in a way that accelerates your journey to graduation day. And remember, failing a pretest, it costs you nothing. But skipping a pretest can cost you weeks of unnecessary studying. And as always, success doesn't shout, it shows up. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye bye.